Hey guys, Charles Shark Reviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Rise of the Beasts Voyager class Optimus Primal. So, here he is right here, and yeah, so this is the second mainline Rise of the Beasts Voyager figure that we got. And yeah, so, pretty cool. So, anyways, before we take a look at the figure, as always, let's take a look at the packaging. So of course we got Primal right here, just in his monkey mode or his gorilla mode, for just to please the nerds. But yeah, here he is staring at something, and yeah, I don't know what he's looking at. I guess he's looking at the Maximal logo, but I don't know, or maybe the giant pyramid. I don't know, but yeah. Side here we got a continuation of that artwork there, or not really artwork, it's a CGI render more so. And then you got the Maximal logo. Oh yeah, here's all this here at the bottom. And of course you got Transformers. And then you got the top right here with the film's logo. And the side, you get an angry gorilla right here. And he's a Voyager class. And then you get this kind of, again, cool looking artwork here, but you can tell it's a gorilla's face instead of, the typical Abot logo that's there. And the back right here, we'll get a better look at that same gorilla face, but then you got Optimus Primal, 24 steps, use it, and here's a CGI render. And for some reason they give him like some weird goldish like paint here, or like a copper almost what? Copper almost like paint on right here instead of the silver, which looks a little weird, but luckily, the actual figure itself doesn't have that. And yeah, you got this down here, and that is pretty much it for the packaging. So, yeah, let's get Primal right back here. So yeah, now this is my first Rise of the Beast review since I've seen the movie, and I gotta say, great movie. I'd say that it might have to be my favorite Transformer. Actually, yeah, it is my favorite Transformer movie as of yet, because there's still more movies coming, because there's one next year. But yeah, so, and I will say, I absolutely love Primal in the film. I'm not going to say any spoilers yet. I'll probably wait for until like a few weeks till a month for me to start talking about spoilers in these little reviews. But, because, there's still people who haven't seen it, from my country, or even more so in Australia, because I don't think they have, the movie doesn't come out in Australia until like, what, the 22nd, 23rd? And in Japan, it doesn't come out until like August 4th. I mean, now most Japanese people watching my channel here probably don't understand anything I'm saying, but so there's probably some that do know English. So just for those English speaking Japanese people, and also, as well as my Australian viewers, or any viewers who haven't seen it, I'm just not going to spoil anything, not yet. But yeah, but anyways, let's stop talking about all that, and let's take a better look at Primal right here. So yeah, and yeah, it looks really nice here. He's got blue eyes instead of green, like he does in the movie. Yeah, very nice head sculpt. It does, besides the eyes, it does lack paint. Like, it has no paint whatsoever, aside from the eyes. So yeah, but I really do like the sculpting they did. Very nice. And yeah, even like on the arms and stuff, pretty good. Yeah, people are really shaming these mainline figures. I mean, I know there's some people who actually know about how good these are, but like a lot of people are like, I'll just wait for Steel Series. But honestly, these are pretty good. Like, not as good as Steel Series, but they're still kind of some hidden gems. And of course, you got great sculpting back here. And yeah, as you can see, it's not that weird silver, or not weird silver, be glad silver. It's not that weird copper or gold look here, so that's good. And yeah, just overall really good. You got this back here and the other side, and here's the belly and stuff. You can see his gorilla chest. Yeah, there's some missing textures that made the chest look too robotic compared to how it looks in the movie, but oh well, I don't care. Again, the Steel Series one will come and fix that all up. Watch, it doesn't. It's just a upscaled version of this, but yeah, really nice looking gorilla mode. Wish it had more paint, especially around the head, but besides that, pretty good. So yeah, now anyways, for articulation, his head does swivel and can look up and down, and also even side to side a little bit because of how this all works out right here. There's like a pin joint right here for the head, so it can also swivel there, and then you can see the hinge joint, so it can go up and down, and then the swivel joint right here for the neck, so it can move side to side, like that. So yeah, he does have shoulder rotation. He does also have it, and oh yeah, his arms can move out this far. His biceps do swivel, and then the elbows do bend, and the wrists do swivel, and then you can move the legs kind of back and forth-ish. Yeah, the leg articulation is kind of hindered in this mode, but in the robot mode, you'll get plenty more. I mean, well, not a whole lot more, but still, you'll get some more. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for alt mode articulation. So, yeah, now before we do the alt mode size comparisons, let's take a look at his accessory. So, yeah, he does come with his 2 signature swords right here from the Beast Wars cartoon, which he did bring back in the movie. So, yeah, and for storage, well, it's pretty obvious. There's like these 2 like kind of slots right here that like they literally molded in, they stick out, which is probably one of my few complaints of this guy. I mean, I can understand why, because if they had like too low, then it'd be sticking up like to here or something. Well, actually, no, I think they could have made it work out. But oh well, because yeah, now you just got these 2 things sticking up. But anyways, but yeah, you can store these both in here. Yep. There you go. And there's that. Pretty cool little storage thing. But yeah, I just wish they didn't make these like so tall. Unless there's some, problems that the Hasbro designers were facing when, trying to store these on the flyer slots or whatever. But, then I guess I can understand. But besides that, there's no reason for these to be this tall. Like, yeah. Oh, man. But anyways, now for the alt mode size comparisons. Here he is with Cheetor, a fellow Maximal. And yeah, this scale honestly doesn't work because, Cheetor is a little too big, or I guess in this case, Primal is a little too small. Here he is with Nightbird. Here he is with Wheeljack. And finally, here he is with his wave mate, Optimus Prime. So, here you guys have those comparisons. So, let's get right down into the transformation. So, what we're going to want to start off by doing is we got to first bring up the shoulder pads, like kind of move them, this way here. And then next bring the arms down. Then, after that, bring up this butt panel, I guess you can call it, and then bring down the legs, and then kind of there's this hinge here around where the knee is, and you just want to kind of straighten this out here, and now you got the leg straightened out, and do the same thing right here, and then next swivel around the waist there, and then after that you just want to flip up the shin panels, and then bring out the feet, and then close up the shin panels, and then flip out the sides of the feet right there, and then just do the same thing right here. Oop. And then bring out the other foot, close this up, and flip out the outer toes of the feet, and then close up the butt panel, and there you go. Now we're already more than halfway done. So next thing you want to do is you want to simply open up the gorilla chest panels and then move them outwards, and then next just slide out the robot mode chest panel and flip it down, so that way you get enough clearance for the next step, which is obviously push for the little head section here. And it's really cool. I mean, it's nothing new that we've seen on these Optimus Primal figures. Like we've seen like in the Kingdom one, for example, them doing something similar to this. But yeah, you just want to push out this here and then rotate it to like this. So now the robot head's sticking upwards, and then the gorilla head's just peeking below. And then what you just want to do is close up the gorilla chest, and then close up the robot mode chest right here. That, I think, is probably one of my favorite new transformation techniques, the whole chest thing. I think that was, like, really well done, because, like they found a way to have it where you got the robot chest, and then you take it out, then flip out that, and then, rotate the head thing, and then close, and then push this all the way in, and then close the gorilla chest. Like, I think that was really cool. Really cool, new, because I don't think I've ever seen that on, like, a figure, especially not an Optimus Primal figure. That's a brand new technique. If it isn't, then comment down below. But yeah, besides that, that's new. So hey, props to the team over at Hasbro. But yeah. So anyways, now when you got that all done, there you guys have Primal in his robot mode, and yeah, I gotta say, he looks pretty cool. Of course, missing some paint, but just I mean, he's got plenty of silver, so I mean, hey. He's got, I guess, good enough paint. So, yeah, so anyways, let's take a look at the head sculptor here. Yeah, mostly accurate, except, it should have green eyes, but, And yeah, the proportions are slightly off because the Primal design Rise of the Beast is a bit skinnier than this. Like, he's got this big bulky chest, and he kind of has that, but it's kind of like slimmer down here, and then eventually gets bigger. But because considering how this figure works out, I can forgive the designers for making him all big bulky, and he still kind of looks cool this way. Again, these mainline figures I can tell have a smaller budget than the Studio series because those have a lot more paint and stuff. But yeah, no paint for the chest. There's this weird wonky looking Maximal logo on here. Like, I noticed that as soon as I got the figure. I'm like, why does this Maximal logo look like this? Let me show you guys a bit better there. Yeah, look at that. That just looks weird. Oh man, hey, maybe that's what the third-party companies could do. They could use that logo, except now probably Hasbro trademarked that one. But yeah, really nice. Really good details. I really like what they did with the fur and stuff. And the silver looks great, yeah, especially on those shins there. Pretty nice. And no paint for the feet, obviously. And I did like what they did there with the toes, like where you just kind of like flip them out like that. That was really cool. For the back, oh yeah, I forgot to mention the gorilla toes are painted silver, so that's cool. Yeah, here's the back, pretty clean, very very clean, except for these. Still a little bothered by these, but yeah, really nice looking robot mode. Again, yeah, I could use a bit more paint, especially more like on the chest and stuff, but still pretty good. Now for articulation, his head is on a ball joint, so it can move side to side. It can look up in a straight direction about that far, and then down that far, and then the shoulders do move out that far, and then he does have shoulder swivel, and biceps do rotate, and then the elbows do bend a little over 90 degrees. He does have a wrist swivel, and he also has a waist swivel right here, and his legs kick up this far, and then if you move this up back that far, and then out that far. Ooh, there we go. And then his knees do bend, and let's see, then his ankles do pivot, and they don't really move back and forth, but they do pivot, so hey, that's still nice. So yeah, pretty good articulation on this guy, I'd say. Oh yeah, he also does have thigh swivel right there. So hey, really, really nice. So yeah. Now, anyways, for the accessories, of course, again, it comes with those two swords, which you can also store in this mode because, it's still like this. Again, I didn't wish that it was like that. If only they could, like, shave that down so it's, a lot, flatter and stuff. But it doesn't really bug me in this mode. It's more so in the alt mode. But yeah, anyway, so you can hold his weapons like or his swords like this. This is the one I think is easier, like in terms of storing. Like if you're storing the figure, it's easier kind of doing it like this. Or another way is you can do the old-fashioned double sword thing and put one sword on the on the upper half of his hand and then the other on the lower half of his hand. And now you got this right here. It's like a Darth Maul sort of thing. And yeah, I think it's really cool. Although I think one sword's supposed to be like this way. Yeah, that looks even cooler. So, yeah, you can have it like this, or you can have it like this. It's your figure, so it's up to you how you like to present it. Or you don't even have to have it like this, so you can just have it where he's holding it in both hands. So hey, got plenty of options, so that's good. So yeah. Now, anyways, now let's get into. Let's straighten up here first before we declare anything. Come on, and there we go. So, yeah. So, anyways, now for the robot mode size comparisons. Here he is with Cheetor. Here he is with Nightbird. Here he is with Wheeljack. And last but not least, here he is with Optimus Prime. So, there are the robot mode size comparisons for this guy. And there you guys have my review for the Transformers Rise of the Beast Voyager class Optimus Primal. And yeah, I gotta say, he's a pretty fun, solid figure. Of course, yeah, we all know the Studio Series 1 won't blow this one out of the water. Watch it doesn't, but it most likely will. And but for what this is, though, this is actually probably one of my favorite of the mainline figures. Because the engineering's pretty cool. I really like what they did with the whole chest thing. Pretty brand new and unique. And the sculpting's good. Articulation's pretty good. Paint, the silver is great, but it could use like a bit more, especially on the chest. And yeah, overall, pretty good figure. I know it's pretty hard to find this guy out in the wild, but if there's one store that you'll most likely find him at as of right now, it's gonna be Walmart. But even then, it's hard to find him. But yeah. So, anyways, guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of this figure. So, anyways, guys, as always, till all, R1.